Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your phone calls, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. 256-234-6221 is our number here. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. On the heels of Auburn's A-Day this past Saturday, David was in attendance there. Kind of cool day. But what did you see? What did you think of the Auburn spring game? Got a good look at T.J. Finley, Robbie Ashford for the first time, and even got a little peek at Holden Gardner. So it ended up 10-9. It kind of an interesting setup. Only ran 8-minute quarters. You did have an offense versus defense, and kind of broken up. I think it was basically the first team versus one team offense versus two team defense, one team defense versus second team offense. So I'm sure most of you out there got a chance to take a look at that. What was your opinion? What did you think about what you saw? Auburn, another good weekend on the diamond. They take 2 of 3 from Vanderbilt, the number 12 team in the country. Auburn continues to move up. They are now 75, 22, and 10 overall, but really basically one game out of first place in the West. So if you would have said told me that going into 12 games into the season, I would have thought I'll take it all day, every day. Softball, not so good. A weekend. Rough weekend. It got worse on Sunday. That was a pretty bad display on Sundays. Auburn gets run ruled by Arkansas, but they do get swept by the Razorbacks, and Auburn kind of spinning their wheels a little bit right now as far as the softball is concerned. And of course, they've ran in some really good teams, but that's what happens. Auburn gets a commitment over the weekend as well. 4-star safety Torrance Love out of Fairburn, Georgia. So it a good weekend all the way around as far as the football program is concerned. But we appreciate all of you out there being with us today, and a lot to talk about. We'll get to as much as we can throughout the program. As always, though, again, give us a call or dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page, that's Sports with a Z, and comment away, and we'll get to as many of those as we can throughout today. David, good to see you. How was the weekend?
Man, I had a great weekend.
You had a busy weekend.
I was in Auburn more than I was in Jackson's Gap this weekend, and enjoyed all 3 baseball games. And we'll talk about that, I think, in the next segment. Let's dive into football. What can you really take out of a spring game? It's tough. The thing that interests me is T.J. Finley was going against the second team defense. Robbie Ashford was going against the first team defense, and he clearly looked better. T.J. once again never tried to get out of the pocket. Somebody said, well, Robbie Ashford looked like Bo Nix running around out there. No, Robbie Ashford was running north-south. He was going down the field. You can't tell a whole lot about that because the fact they were playing touch football with the quarterback. Yeah. But a couple of those runs would have been really nice mid yardage gain runs, 12, 15 yards. He looked good throwing the ball. I apologize to our viewers. I did miss the Holden Gardner drive, which was impressive. Had to grab a bite to eat before I went over to the baseball game. But somebody said he was really good with his progressions, following through on his progressions. Because when you're a freshman and you're coming in the spring, early enrollee, your head's just spinning. We talked
Well,
about
half
that.
of his throws were to Brandon Frazier.
Right. Well, I was going to get to concerns too, Andy, and that's when your tight ends are look better than your wideouts.
Yeah.
And you asked me, what was I interested in seeing, and I said Robbie Ashford, check, Dylan Brooks, check, and any and all receivers. A little disappointed. I'm serious.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this. I talked to an Auburn staffer yesterday at the baseball game, and I was very bluntly honest with him, an Auburn football staffer. And I said, the perception and the concern in the fan base is the recruiting. And he said, well, oh, by the way, this morning we got a 4-star safety. He didn't tell me T-Love's name. And I told him, I said, I listened to Cole Kublik last week, and he said, there's a revolving door of big-time recruits that seem to be coming in and out of the door now in the football building. He said, that's absolutely correct. He said, we're doing everything we can. So overall, the other concern for me, Andy, was the running game against the second defense. Just nobody really broke off any long runs, rushing-wise.
Well, the first team offensive line was actually the second team offensive line, if that makes you feel any
right.
better.
Well, exactly. Good point. And that was the other thing. With so many guys out, what can you really tell? How can you really assess? Other than the receiving core, which I think, there was who was the receiver?
Javaris Johnson was not playing.
Yeah. But I liked what I saw out of Ashford. It's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out, especially when Calzada gets back healthy. I'm not going to predict who our starting quarterback is going to be right now, but who I don't think it will be. Especially after seeing what I saw Saturday. But good crowd, 29,000. Met some nice folks. And got to sit right down the almost 50-yard line, about 22 rows up, and just had a great day in Auburn, great weekend in Auburn.
Yeah. So. I watching the game on television. TJ Finley, I mean, he'll make a really nice throw, and then he'll overthrow somebody by 6 yards.
Yeah. Threw one right into a defender's chest that he should have been interception.
Should have been intercepted, and it was dropped.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a theme on the day.
Yeah.
Tavares Dawson, he looks fast.
Yeah.
But, he dropped a sheer right down the sideline that would have been a big gainer for Finley, and probably maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Huge catch by Landon King there.
Landon King looks like he continues to impress. Looks like he knows exactly what he's doing. He looks more like a wide receiver than a tight end to me.
He does.
I don't know what that,
We're going to call him a hybrid.
Okay.
Because he actually can do both.
He can.
Yeah. So, and I was pleased with that. It's interesting when your spring game comes down to a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Was it tipped at the line, I think is what they said?
It was. Yeah, I think so.
That would have been big for Garner had he completed that, and then they won the game. But, interesting format, real laid back, and
I will say, I mean, Garner, he looked better in this game than he did in the Under Armour game.
Yeah.
I will say that. He dropped back, and he looked for 87 right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And he found him. Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that Brandon Frazier seems to be stepping up. I mean, you got a 6'7", 240-pound tight end. I mean, that's a nice pet to have. So, but for Gardner to come into the game with the twos and go right down the field and have a chance to score, I thought that was, I mean, that speaks to where he is now.
Big for his confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm like you. I'm like everybody. I think everybody that watched that game looks at that, and all you hear is T.J. Finley is stepping up, and he's into a leadership role, and he's very vocal and all these kind of things. And the rest of the team loves him. And I'm all for that. And that's wonderful. But
Here's the Andy.
I don't know how anybody watches that game and comes away thinking, man, okay, we got something here.
Did you read his quotes?
No.
He made a quote. He made a statement like somebody asked him how Robbie Ashford did, and he said, "Man, he did fantastic." He said, "I think maybe we can work in a package for him where he can come in and do some quarterback draws." And I'm thinking, dude, you hadn't been named the starting quarterback yet. You might want to hold off on that because he might be in there trotting out from the jump.
I was impressed with Ashford. I really was.
Yeah.
I thought he moved around really well. The ball, comes out of his hand really well.
Yeah.
I thought he made some nice throws too. Just for a guy that's coming in and hasn't learned the offense extremely well quite yet. A guy that hadn't played quarterback since high school, really, a lot. I mean, he didn't get in the game at Oregon, I don't think. So.
One of our defenders made a comment. He said, defending him is a nightmare because the Joker can run. And
Yeah.
he can run.
What'd you think? We'd love to hear from you. Give us a call or dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page at Sports with a Z and comment away. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hilleby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hilleby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
New Chevrolet and GMC trucks plus sport utilities are rolling into Glenn Smith in Opelika. Stop in and see us or check out our inventory at glennsmith.com and see what's coming in. You can buy them before they get here. Plus, you'll get any incentives like big factory cash rebates or low APR financing. Silverados, Sierras, Equinox, Yukons, and more.
We have over 200 new and used vehicles on the ground or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 15 minutes into the show, about 45 left.
Don't cut
to
it
go.
short, Andy.
I'm not going to. We got plenty to talk about. We're brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. They are saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgage. Give them a call today. Thank you so much for all of their sponsorship. 256-397-0248. That's 256-397-0248. Got a couple of comments, David. I'm going to let you read those.
Yeah, Kyle Hamby Capers I thought was pretty good at 6'4". He could develop into our go-to guy. Yeah, he had 2 catches for 47 yards.
He did.
And Kyle, that's what we're looking for, a dude to step up and lead that receiver corps. And then Bill Lawler, my buddy from Fairfield, Alabama, said Garner can sling it, looked poised for a freshman. Absolutely, he did. So, and like I said, you're a freshman coming in early enrollee, going through spring training with all these dudes, and your head's spinning. And for him to do what he did, lead them down the field, that says a lot about Holden Garner. So, totally agree with both those comments.
We talked a lot about the offense. Obviously Brandon Frazier had a lot. 5 receptions. The tight ends, all of them are capable. John, Schenker, Deal, Fromm, Frazier. They're all. Now we got Landon King. We're going to play him kind of in that slot role. But the wide receivers, that seems to be one of those areas that you got to be looking in the transfer portal for a dynamic wide receiver.
Yeah.
Now, is there one available? We'll see.
But, Andy, it's refreshing, and you and I have talked about this a lot. It's refreshing to even see a tight end on the field,
Yeah.
much less throw into these tight ends. If we get this receiver core shored up, we have probably the best tight end room in the country. I'd be hard-pressed to find somebody that has a better tight end room in the country from the standpoint of blocking,
depth,
running routes, catching, and depth. Absolutely. So, Kyle, we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
About Sunday D.
Good grief.
It's ridiculous.
How about the defensive side? You mentioned Dylan Brooks. He had 5 tackles.
It's Wesley Steiner, 6 tackles.
Steiner.
We had talked about him. Cam Riley had 5 tackles. They jumped around, and I told you off the air, Jason Jones, a kid from didn't he transfer from Oregon? Mm-hmm. That's a huge human being. Man, he can plug that A-gap. I tell you who else looked good, Andy, is DJ James, kid from Spanish Fort that transferred from
another one from Oregon. We traded 3 guys for Bo Nix.
The Duck contingency.
We traded Bo Nix for 3 guys,
yeah.
I should say.
Well, the Duck contingency looked pretty good Saturday. I like DJ James, very confident in that corner position right there. Did a really nice job in coverage. I like him. I think he's going to step in and get some time for us for sure.
Powell Gordon got in the game, got a few tackles. He looks like, I mean, he definitely could put on some weight, and I would like to see him fill out some more, but he moves well. You saw him, one thing that caught my eye was, he picked up Tank Bigsby out of the backfield, covering him down the field, 25, 30 yards downfield, and he was step for step right with him.
Yep.
That's a good sign.
I can tell you another one. Somebody that has taken up the Smoke Monday mantle of the swag is Joko Willis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, old Joko, man. He's out there yapping and chirping and running around. And he had one tackle for loss. But he's an athlete. So looking forward to seeing what Joko can do as well.
Cam Riley as well.
Yeah.
He's a bigger guy. 6'4", 6'5", playing linebacker. So
depth on defense, I don't think is going to be a problem for us this year. I really don't. Obviously, I think our concerns are obviously offensive line experience coming through, new guys working in, our quarterback and our wide receivers, running back, tight end. I'm not going to lose any sleep over either one of those positions. And Sean Jackson got a few carries. He looks good. Jarquez, I did get to meet Jarquez after the game outside the stadium. He wasn't on crutches. He was walking around. With those three, I feel confident. Obviously, with our plethora of tight ends, I feel very confident with that as well. So,
just the whole, overall aspect of spring football, as we put it to bed now, and we've got a little while before fall begins. But did they get it? You think we got everything accomplished they needed to get accomplished? We probably won't know that until then. But
I don't think we will. No.
The biggest question mark for you still looming, though, quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Me and about 85% of the fans.
And Harston as much said it in his press conference. He said, they won't name a starter. They'll name a starter before the season starts, but that's it. No, there is no starting quarterback as far as right now.
And you could, Andy, but we're waiting to see what Zach Calzada is going to bring to the table. Is that going to usurp what Robbie Ashford showed in the spring game? Because right now, if I'm listing a quarterback depth chart, it's Ashford, Finley, Gariner, and only because Gariner is a freshman.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. That's just me. But I'm not making the big bucks to coach him, and I don't see him every day. So that's just David Jones's 2-cent assessment right there. Just from what I saw Saturday, that's all.
Well, how much does knowing the playbook and, how much does all of that factor into it?
Well, you would think it'd factor in a lot, but you can know the playbook all you want to, but if you can't make throws, hello.
I mean, this is kind of what we've been saying all along. And
yeah.
Nothing changed on Saturday. If not, it was reaffirmed.
Yes.
Again, love to hear from you. 256-234-6221. What did you think? What was your impression of the A-Day? Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. We'll talk about the Auburn baseball team. Sonny DeShera continues his warpath across the SEC and the country.
Ridiculous.
As well. He is he's hitting the ball. That guy can hit. Ain't no telling about it. That's for sure. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Just about 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. You'll be glad that you did. Got a few more comments rolling through. Get to some of those. Ty says, I think Ashford or Zach will be the starter against Mercer on September 3rd. What happens to Auburn pitching, or what happened to Auburn pitching on Saturday, allowing 19 runs? Yeah, we'll get to that in just a second.
Yeah.
And Bill says, seems like Papo has been recovering forever. Is he expected to be back for summer workouts? Yes, he has. He did have a little I think he had a little surgery on in this off season, so that's one of the reasons he's not participating in the spring. So hopefully he comes back at 100%.
Yeah, we got to be very careful with him.
Yeah,
Bill, he'll be back, but just it's a time thing with him.
I think we got a phone call. Let's go to it, David. Hey, caller, you're on the air.
Andy, Coach David, how y'all doing today?
Hey, Terry.
All right, Terry. How about you?
Doing well. I wanted to comment a little bit on A-Day there. I didn't get a chance to go to A-Day or see A-Day. Listen on the radio. I was, I'm doing a lot of packing, getting ready to move. So but I took it in. But I just think any Auburn fan that thinks T.J. Finley is going to be the quarterback is lost sight of the big picture. I mean, Coach, you were talking about his comments after the game. What do you expect him to say? Hey, Robbie Affer's going to take my job? Because that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, I just found that comment a little off-putting, that he was suggesting that he already had the starter's job wrapped up. And confidence is one thing, arrogance is another. I just think he's presuming that he's going to be the guy. And from what you and I and Andy and everybody else has seen, especially after what I saw Saturday, I agree with you. I just don't think he's going to be the guy. So. Well, I mean, I don't care how much improving or coaching they do. He gets in front of the eyes and the fans and the cameras and the lights. The old T.J. Finley's going to come out. He's going to be throwing guys 5 yards over their head and 5 yards behind them. Well, the other thing, that's just who he is. The other thing I was looking for, Terry, Saturday that I did not see, maybe it was just a situation where he didn't have to, but I never saw him try to get out of the pocket. Ashford, of course, faced the first-team defense. And, of course, there were several times where he was flush and made some incredibly athletic moves. Somebody said, well, he just looked like – one of my friends said he looked like Bo Nix out there. I said, no, he didn't, because he wasn't running backwards. He was running north-south, gaining yardage. So I was looking –
keeping his eyes downfield.
Yeah. I was looking for – and it was touch football, Terry, with the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
So what can you tell? But – I was looking for more mobility out of TJ. I still didn't see it. Maybe, like I said, was just a situation where he didn't have to move around too much. I think we're all watching with interest to see what happens when Calzada gets back out on the field and can take a hit and see who ends up.
I think as far as all said and done, T.J. Finley's going to fall behind Ashford and Garner. So
I can see that.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't gone from Auburn in a year or two, to be honest with you, because he's going to accept a position change of some kind or some kind of change. And there's this misconception out there that you can't be a leader unless you're on the field. T.J. Finley can be a great leader off the field.
Yeah.
And there's that misconception. People think you got to be on the field to be a leader. It's just not true. It's just not so.
Well, that's what he's going to have to be, I'm afraid.
I agree, Andy.
Yeah.
I agree. Now, I love Landon King. That hybrid tight end, that makes me think of, Rufus French under Tommy Tuberville or Evan Ingram a few years ago. The guy that can catch, 30, 40. I know that's a big number, but he can present the problem, and he can become that kind of a number one receiver. So I kind of like that a lot. I really do. He's going to create mismatches. He's going to create problems at his size.
Right now, I'd say he is our number one target.
He got great hands.
I would think so, yeah. And being 6'5", 225, he's going to be able to block a little bit for somebody like Bigsby, and that's what's got to happen. Now, with Finley, they're no better than the 5th or 6th place team in the West, and with somebody else, maybe they can finish 3rd or 4th. But you're still getting dominated by your two biggest rivals. Hopefully he has a good year, and we can salvage a little bit. But things are going forward. Hopefully. But, he's going to be on Brian Harsin. I think he knows that. And so they say he's developing a personality. I never knew he had one. He's out there on the left coast, picking potatoes and doing that kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you're still getting your rear end handed to you by your two biggest rivals. And the name of the game is recruiting, and he's got to make some ground up there because right now it looks bleak. And although the 8A game, but what can you really take from an 8A game? Let's be honest, if your offense looks great, your defense stinks. If your defense looks great, your offense stinks. We all know Auburn's offense stinks. And the most frustrating thing to me was to hear people say, well, we're going to have a great defense. Well, if this was 1982, okay. But it's not. It's 2022. And you don't win games with great defense anymore. That doesn't happen. 10-9 bothered me a little bit. It really bothers me a lot. You don't win games 10-9. You don't. That just doesn't happen anymore. Coach, you can't win basketball games 40-30 anymore.
Well, Terry, the only exception I would take of what you said is you said you can't win games with great defense anymore. I think Kirby Smart and Nick Saban would both totally disagree with you on that because
he would, Coach David, but at the same time, his offense is pretty dadgum special.
Well, that's right, and that's where we gotta, we gotta. I do feel great about the defense. We got to figure out who's going to be under center, and get this receiving core shored up, and just see what happens.
Well, I just think you got to be good on offense. That's just the name of the game nowadays. And Nick Saban has been smart enough and a genius enough to recognize that, and that's just the way football works in 2022. You guys have a great day.
All right,
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's right. I mean, you definitely you got to score some points in Auburn right now. Brett said, "What else do we need to see from TJ Finley?" I'm sold.
Yeah. It's and once again, Brett calls me Mr. Positive, but I just got to tell you, that ship has sailed to me. We're ready to see somebody else. Just being honest.
Yeah. I don't know.
I agree with you, Mr. Pritchard.
I don't know what else you could say about it. But
let's get to some baseball next segment.
That'd be a good idea. Let's talk about something positive. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Blake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Blake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs. Or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The water level may be down, but that doesn't mean it's not a great time to consider selling your lake home, acreage, or condo, as it's worth more money now than ever before, as there are far more buyers than there are homes available. Ask yourself, how much money am I leaving on the table, and why am I trying to do this alone when I can call Century 21 Lake Area Realty and get more for my property than what it's worth and let them do all the work?
Hi, I'm Rhonda Gaskin, Century 21 Lake Area Realty. We're ready to jump in and do the work for you.
Call 256-825-4800. Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River Region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, Brubaker, Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you for just a couple of more segments left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate for all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area, as well as down there on the coast. Give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. They know this area backwards and forwards, can help you out with all of your real estate needs. Here you're in the local community, down on the lake, whether you're looking for your dream home to build or looking for an existing place, maybe just a getaway cabin, whatever it might be, Big Fish Real Estate. We're talking about the baseball team now, 22-10, 7-5. I don't know if I'm assuming the rankings probably have come out. They usually come out about this time of day on a Monday, but I haven't seen those quite yet. Auburn was 17 coming into the weekend. They take 2 or 3 from Vanderbilt, and if you look, Auburn's got a considerably winning record against Vanderbilt for whatever reason. Now Vanderbilt has just only recently in the last ever since Tim Corbin's been there, is when they've really taken off and exploded to be the program that they are. But nonetheless, Auburn comes out of the gate. Hayden Mullins continues to give them a nice boost on Friday, and you bookend that with Joseph Gonzalez, who was just phenomenal on Sunday. Throws a complete game, 8-2 victory for him, scatters 8 hits, only gives up 1 earned run. He just looks – if Auburn could figure out Saturday, they'd really be in business.
Yep, and I think we will. I was at all 3 games, Andy, and somebody asked, I think it was Ty, what happened to Auburn pitching on Saturday. Well, look, when it got away from us and Butch knew that it was going to be a long night, he just let some guys get some experience out there. Because he even said after the game, at that point, the score didn't matter. What matters is that we come back tomorrow and finish this series. And what a fantastic tribute to the Auburn baseball team's mentality to come back on Sunday after just getting killed on
23 hits.
23 hits, 10 doubles. It's a school record for Vanderbilt. So kudos, but that's what happened on that one, Ty. Because we still had the Alsop kid who's throwing 96, 97 from Dothan, freshman, by the way. Burkhalter sitting there ready to go. And Joseph Gonzalez takes the ball and says, hey, guys, sorry y'all didn't get to pitch today, but I got this one. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, 104 pitches, 81 strikes, 0 walks. Are you kidding me right now? If he's not National Player of the Year this week, National Player of the Week this week, somebody's crazy. Well, of course, DeShera, 3 for 5 yesterday with 2 home runs. There was a young recruit. Of course, Auburn can't officially recruit the young man because he's still in early grades, but he and his father were sitting in front of me just totally impressed with what they saw yesterday. They couldn't wait to see DeShera hit, and he did not disappoint. Just a fantastic, and we have the 6th best record in the league right now, Andy, and you say 6 out of 14, but you look at our league right now, well, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Nobody's going to catch Tennessee.
No.
I'm sorry. Okay? And it's a battle, and I'll tell you off the air, when's the last time the 2 Mississippi schools were in the bottom of the SEC West in baseball? That's incredible.
There, we got a phone call. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, James, how you doing?
And Coach doing today?
Hey, James, what's going on, man?
Well, not a whole lot. Hey, I will say this on baseball. That Sonny DeShara looks more like Jay Prosh in his build than he does a hitter. He can tear that ball up, though. But one little thing on football. I like the spirit that they had Saturday. It looks to me like right now Ashford may be the leader in the clubhouse since Calzada's out and Geringer's a freshman. They all look good. and I thought that overall the defense played well. I really think that line that Britt was saying the other day he was on there with Randy Lee, that he felt like the offensive line would be a plus this year, and it could be. I noticed that they were playing people like Stanton Pruitt and Lango and the two boys from Tate Smith, and I can't remember the center's name, Jorgensen or something, whatever it is, Avery Jorgensen. But they've got in some good reps, and they've grown. And I tell you, I feel much better than I did. And I heard what Coach Jones said a while ago about the, a lot of these guys are coming in now that are 4- and 5-star. I think you're gonna see a difference when we'll find us that receiver that's elusive right now, maybe. But anyway, hope y'all are doing well, and thank you for the job you do. And War Eagle, have a good day.
War Eagle, James,
Thank
appreciate
you, James.
it. Yeah, I feel like there's some, I really like the fact that you're seeing a lot more guys visiting Auburn. And again, you get the Terrence Love commitment. That's a good sign moving forward. The high school that he goes to over there in Fairburn is actually they've got quite a few big time recruits.
Langston Hughes
Hughes High School. So hopefully that continues to pay dividends. But the offensive line.
We can't judge them off spring game, Andy.
But I mean, just to get those younger guys some actual playing time and have them practicing and getting the first team reps, it's probably a good thing. So you got guys coming back. Killian Zaire from All. You keep hearing that he's the best. He may be the best pass blocker on the line. So if he takes over that left side, then that'll leave you with some options there at right tackle. You could throw Austin Troxell in there. You could throw Alec Jackson in there as well. So, there's definitely some positions that have to be boosted, that need some an influx of talent here. But there are some places that Auburn maybe can lean on, and hopefully you got some games at 5-game homestand, to start off the season, to kind of work some things out.
I want to finish my thoughts on Sunny D when we come back.
By all means. Don't go anywhere. One final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David closing things out to 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are got some more comments coming through here. Bill says, what TJ brings to the table is game experience, and that's what terrifies me. Ty says, if I was a pitcher, I would never pitch to Sonny D. Wesley says, I like listening to Coach Mark Fuller on ESPN Plus. Call the games. He's very knowledgeable and brings a great perspective to the game. Yeah, he is. He does a great job.
He does.
Former Auburn pitcher, Mark Fuller.
He does.
I wish Brooks, his son, had a better tenure at Auburn. It just has not worked out.
Yeah.
He just can't seem to can't seem to get it across the plate, and if he does, it gets hit pretty hard. So Brooks Fuller not having the year that he was, not the last couple of years that he would have liked to have had. But nonetheless, talking about this baseball team, you had some final comments you said.
Sonny DeShera.
Batting .452, 42 hits on the year, 11 home runs, 32 RBI.
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy watching Mr. DeShera. It's like Jabari Smith. We enjoyed our time watching Jabari Smith. You better watch Sonny DeShera. Guy told me, he said he looks like the way he wears his pants and the way he runs.
He looks like Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth. Thank you. You stole my thunder. He looks like Babe Ruth. Now that's high comparison right there. But somebody
physically, the physical measurables.
The build.
Yeah, he does look like.
He does. And yesterday a guy pointed that out, and I said, you know what, you're exactly right. But the gentleman that was sitting in front of me that had the son that's going to be a very, very good baseball player. He said, I've never seen a guy with as good eyes as Sonny DeShera, where a breaking ball can drop right at the last second and he can hold up and not swing at that pitch. It's uncanny. His vision is so good. His bat speed, obviously. Yesterday when Christian Little came in, who's going to be a first-round pick for Vanderbilt, and Sonny DeShera just got the barrel of the bat lagged just a little bit, and he popped it up to right center field. If he had squared up on that 96-mile-an-hour fastball yesterday, they'd still be looking for that ball, I'm telling you. So Sonny DeShera, and who was it, Ty? He's going to get to the point where they're not going to throw to him anymore. Now, we've seen that a little bit, but Vanderbilt's Vanderbilt. And they said, no, we're going to pitch to him. But he's going to get to the point. And that's the other thing. Saturday night, he chased a couple out of the zone, which he rarely does, just out of frustration. But Sonny knows that, look, I'm just going to have to take my walks. And when I get a pitch I can hit, I'm going to hit it.
Auburn's going to have to make sure they protect him.
Because he don't miss many.
Get somebody behind him that, you can't walk him every time.
No, and who is that's been behind him? And he's done a pretty good job. I can't remember.
Could be Foster. No.
Nope. Brooks Carlson.
Okay. Yeah.
Brooks had a big hit behind him the other night when they walked him. And that's almost, as a compliment to Sonny, it's a slap in your face. So if I'm hitting behind Sonny DeShera, dadgummit, I'm going up there with renewed motivation.
Yeah.
To get it done. But, if you're hitting behind Sonny DeShera, you also understand, look, he's the dude. I'm just going to make him pay. So, but Auburn baseball in a good spot. I know we'll talk about this more Thursday, but big series at Mississippi State this weekend.
Yeah, get Samford in the Samford. So Sonny going against his whole team.
We've got 3 from Samford, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
A pitcher and Brooks Carlson.
Yes.
Also the other transfer.
Bark in the park, Andy.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
And then traveling to Mississippi State, Alabama State, you get Kennesaw State in the midweek next week, and then South Carolina coming in. So, and then you got a road trip to #1 Tennessee.
Oh, my goodness.
In Knoxville.
And South Carolina's struggling. We ought to be okay in that series, hopefully.
Got it. If you go to Mississippi State and win that series, good grief. You got to feel really, really good about yourself.
Absolutely.
If you're Auburn, certainly moving forward.
Yep.
All right. So, a lot going on this weekend as well, just like last weekend, but we'll put football to bed. Starting next week, though, we'll make some post-spring predictions. So we'll all look forward to that. Post-spring predictions for the Auburn football team.
We're going to roll around with we're going to wait till this summer to roll around with our team picks.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. We'll do these, and then we'll come back and we'll make some.
I got to start doing my research.
That's right. It is April the 11th, 1962. On this day, the New York Mets played the first game in franchise history. A loss to the Cardinals, 11-4. They were not very good.
No, they lost a few early.
They lost quite a few.
Yeah.
1966, on this day, Jack Nicklaus became the first back-to-back Masters champion. Won it in 65 and 66. It has been done 3 times. Can you name the other 2?
No.
You're a big golf fan, right? One of them, you could say this name and you got a great chance of being right. Tiger Woods?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
01, 02. Actually, Nick Faldo did it in 89 and 90 as well.
And Andy, let's just be honest. Regardless of what you think of Tiger Woods, the fact that he was told he might not ever walk again, and he's back playing competitive golf.
Tremendous effort just to finish out. You can tell it was wearing on him pretty good there.
Absolutely.
At the end. He was limping around pretty good.
Yeah.
And Phil Mickelson, 2004, I should say, won the Masters. His first major, his first Masters. He's gone on to win it a couple of more times. Happy birthday today, Alexandria Ambrosi.
I was going to ask you, who in the heck is that?
Supermodel. Victoria's Secret. 1981.
Stay away from those catalogs.
One of my favorites. This is Ambrosia. She's from Brazil.
Okay.
All right, he's David. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.